Hello all and welcome back. We are, just drop the volume a bit. We are here to look at the Ferral Ghoul. Last video I did a video on the Ferral Ghoul build and variations thereof. But now I want to look at the weapons that Ferral Ghouls can use. I say can use, I mean more the ranged weapons, because obviously Feral Ghouls, you're there to use melee weapons, but you don't want to always be using melee weapons. So let's have a look at why you don't want to be using melee weapons. So if we go over to effects and scroll on down to Feral, -5 endurance, not a problem because you got a double health bar. -99 charisma, it's okay. Not so good at vendors, but hey. -30 health points, once again not really a problem because you've got double health bar. -30 max AP. You're not going to be using VATS, and the reason for that, feral strength. 150 melee damage, which is why you're going to be wanting to use melee weapons. -300 gun accuracy. That is manual aiming and VATS. -300, VATS is going to always be showing 0. So how can you get around that and what helps? First weapon of choice is the one you see on screen right now, the Tesla rifle. You don't need to aim. Just shoot and it goes off in every direction forwards, and then it chains and chains again. So not really a problem. There are other weapons though that I do like to use. Let's go from the top of the stack downwards. I've been playing Ghoul now for quite some time. Ferral Ghoul for about a month or so. So we have our obvious melee weapons. I've got an auto axe. First of our ranged guns will be the Elder's Mark. Doesn't have to be furious. You just don't want two-shot. Do not use two-shot. Two-shot is already very inaccurate, and if you're not using a two-shot in VATS, do not use two-shot. We've got a M79, any sort of grenade launcher will do. Once again, do not use two-shots because you're not going to be aiming through VATS. You're going to be manual aiming, so you've got to be pretty good at your ballistic calculations and know the arc of the weapon projectiles you're going to be shooting and where they're going to be landing. Make it explosive though, and make sure you got Demo Expert on with Grenadier, and as long as they land close enough, you're going to get damage. I've got a Medic's Gamma Gun, same thing. I use this when I am doing all the way down here in Milepost 0 when I want to get my Brahmin to wander around, hopefully without getting stuck too often. And as you see, doesn't really matter, they go forwards, that's all you need. Medic Thirst Zapper, exactly the same thing. Doesn't matter, as long as they go forwards, you're good to go. Mutant Slayer's Cremator, same thing again. You do not want to be using a two-shot. They go everywhere but forwards. It's not overly accurate, but they roughly go forwards, and that's all you need. You can aim, but it doesn't really make much difference. As you see there, if I can get a bit of open sky, those 4 points are your accuracy. When you aim, the more they come together, the more accurate that weapon is going to be. So if I wanted to hit, for instance, the railway station over there, yeah, and then there you go. So aiming makes it more accurate, and you actually hit what you want to hit. Those are some more melee weapons. Then we've got the Mutant's Enclave Flamer. So any plasma flamer weapon will do. Because you're so up close and personal, it only goes forward. You can aim, or you can do that. It's only going to go forwards, so you cannot miss. What else have we got? We've already done the Tesla rifle. And then we got for the laser gun, I'm using the V53 laser carbine. Same thing. Hip firing, it's a little bit inaccurate, but it mostly goes forward if you do burst shots. Aiming, on the other hand, same thing again. Your 4 aiming points there. More often than not it shoots forwards. There are a few off to the sides. But if you aim, your cone of fire gets that much smaller. So it's a lot easier when you aim. The only problem with the V63 carbine is knowing where that aim point actually is. If I position that rock, your aim point is about there. So as long as you're in that sort of V, you're good to go. Don't want to shoot my own robot. There you go, that's roughly where it is. So as long as whatever you're shooting at is standing in the side, just beware though, at distance you will find it difficult to hit the side of a bus. Now those are your light weapons. Now if you want to be
Someone told me I had a few loose screws.
Yes.
I am
Now if you want to use some heavy weapons,
for those screws.
if we pop over into my weapons stash, so the 50 cal, totally useless. Aristo Fixer, very good. That is the same as, say, if you use the Elder's Mark or the submachine gun or the assault rifle. They're all quite good. And if you put any sort of scope or aiming reticule on it, even better. The Gatling gun, nope, it shoots everywhere but forwards. Now the light machine gun, we'll have a look at that one. That's another good one to use. Yeah. That, as long as you're aiming, is very good. But better if you put like the scopes on it for the sniper. If you have a sniper build and you're a Ferral Ghoul at the same time, what did we say? The Fixer and that one is very good. That one's okay. That one, for one shot, is fine. But when you do burst shots, it does have that habit of tracking upwards. Very much better used in VATS. It can be used as a sniper rifle for one shots, but best used in VATS. That is a very good one. Same as I said, the Elder's Mark and the Fixer. That is a very good one to go for. Bows and arrows. Once again, if you're going to be aiming, it's fine. But they're better used in VATS, in my opinion. So, stay away from those. That is absolutely terrible. It shoots... the spread of fire is massive. So unless you're taking on like the Scorch Queen, that's about all you're going to hit. Ooh, Let's have a look at the Furious Gauss Mini. That has quite a concentrated fire. That is terrible. That's okay for aiming, but once again, it's better used in VATS. And then we can have a Gatling laser. Okay, let's just pick up some ammo for those. So let's just grab some 2mm. I don't need too many for the demo. And let's pick up some 308 for the LMG. I don't need too many, that will do just for the demo. Okay, so if we then click over to the larger guns. Now of course, come the update, which is later on this afternoon, you won't be needing specific large gun builds, etc. You will be having the spin up build, and you will be having the bullet storm build. So yeah, right, and so this is what it's like in hipfire. As you see, your aiming reticule there is quite far apart, and as you see, it does pretty much go everywhere. But you aim, it becomes a bit tighter. Then if we go over to the, where are we at? Where did I put the LMG? Did I put it at the beginning? Yeah. Same again as the Gauss minigun. It's difficult to tell where it's hitting. Let's see if we can get a rock face. I see, hip fire, it goes everywhere. But when you aim, look how tight it goes. That's very good. And finally, the laser. As you see, right from the get-go, your aiming reticule is quite tight, which is the cone of fire, so how far the bullets will spread. Nice aiming, once again. Very tight.
All this stuff all the way out here. I haven't seen any other brotherhood out this way.
Okay, let's go take on some super muties outside of Westec with the larger guns. And here we are outside Westec. So this is purely aiming, so we'll do the larger guns first. There he is, we got a legendary.
No more hiding for you.
Laser gun, never the most powerful. But it gets the job done. Now the LMG, which you can use a bit closer. That wasn't me, honest. So the LMG you can do a little bit more up close and personal.
Find you. Going to kill you.
Just load up the Gauss Mini. LMG in short bursts. LMG in short bursts definitely gets the job done. Ah, looks like I've got a legendary there. I think over here was a legendary as well. I'll pick that one up. Okay, let's pop on This one's better for taking out Scorchy. It's not as accurate, but it still isn't bad. So those are your heavy guns, the best ones to use. In order of preference, the LMG is the most accurate, followed by the laser, followed by the Gauss Mini. Gauss Mini is still quite bad, but good if you want to take on the Scorch Queen. Okay, so let's go for the commando weapons. Forgot about that thing. Elder's Mark. Let's just run around the back of West. In fact, no, let's go inside. There's more to play with in there. Alright, I'll meet you on the other side. So here we are inside Westec. So in Westec we're going to play with two weapons. So we've got the Elder's Mark and we're going to have a look at the V3. The Elder's Mark is good, 75 shots, and the V3 120. The V3 quite nicely lends itself to Furious build. Okay, we're going to stay hidden for this one, though we are going to be loud. That's hip fire.
Leg hit!
Leg hit indeed. This is hip fire, not even aiming. Oh, hello. Get some nuclear explosions there. Nuclear grenades, sorry. Still hidden. Hip fire. Let's do a bit of aiming. Very accurate. Check, I've got a nuclear grenade on me. Let's just chuck a couple in here. Oh, get some gears off that.
So small, so weak.
Yeah, should have known that was going to happen. We'll edit that out, don't worry. And after killing myself, we're back. Stupid is as stupid does. Okay, let's pop on the V63. Once again, very accurate. Good both in hip fire and aiming. One nuclear grenade left. Okay, let's try and not kill myself in this one. There we go. Just going to top up my green. Swap thick skin out for glowing guts.
I can smell you out there.
Pop a couple of rotten food. Nuclear grenades not as powerful as they used to be. Back in the day, all of them would have. Jesus. Back in the day, all of them guys would have been dead. But they all survived. Unlike me, who killed myself earlier on. Right. So as you see, Elder's Mark and the V53, brilliant. Now, for my quad Tesla. Did a video on this quad Tesla some time ago. Check out the video if you can find it. It's on my channel. This is a quad Tesla with 50% limb damage, 15% reload speed, and when crippling limbs, they explode to deal explosion damage to nearby targets. And that synergizes quite nice if you've got things like Tormentor on and Enforcer to cripple those limbs. And this is what it does. You can't have explosive effect. On a Tesla. Let me just scrap that. A lot of junk. You can't have the explosive effect on a Tesla, but you can have it so the targets you are hitting are exploding. No doggos left. And as I said, the main bonus about the Tesla, get to it. There you go. Wonder glue and duct tape, awesome. The main good thing about the Tesla, you just shoot any direction and it just kills anything living in the room. Oh, hello, nuclear quantum. I need a nuclear quantum. There we go. There it is. Who leaves a bottle of nuclear quantum sitting around? Well, it would appear the double nuke chuck down there worked. Let's see what survived. Let's just see if I can open this box. Anything good? Just buoyant. Get some gears. Let's see if anyone's alive in here. Now you can still use your VAT button to see if there's any viable targets around. I can hear something. You can still use it. There you go. 2 for the price of 1. Can't hear anything else alive in here. No, everything else was gotten by the nukes, including me. Is that me or can I hear someone else moving around? Just scrap some of my junk. Right then, let's just pop outside and deal with the last few. Do not shoot Tesla off near this thing, you will blow it up. So, clear the super muties in the truck. That's those 2 gone.
No more games. Time to die.
Don't know if I can reach that high.
You hit like breadfruits.
So, oddly enough, if you use the Tesla in VATS, you will miss. And sometimes you'll hit. So there you go. So if you are a feral ghoul and you still want to use some weapons, as long as you're not using it in VATS, you should be good with the weapons shown in this video. The only one that is an exception to is if you're using launchers. Let's see if I can give you an example. Where should we go to? Okay, let's go to Huntersville. I'll see you there. Let's just clear the first section, because I need a crowd to demo this. Though of course the exploding Tesla also good in a crowd. But I really want to just show how 0% isn't necessarily 0%. So as you see there, useless because it just flew straight past him. But when there's a lot of them, it sends it in the right direction. So it isn't actual contact, it is
Leave our
the fact that it's shooting it in roughly the direction you want to go in. So it's good on, say, eviction notice or yeah, it's a bit scrappy and a bit untidy, but you get the general idea. And depending on how good you are at aiming, yeah, don't think there's anything left up there. Alright. Basically put, you're not going to get direct hits. But you are going to get splash damage. As I said, you got to know your ballistics. Yeah, useless. It's very difficult to actually target someone. But if you can land one into a room and get your splash damage, because the chromator does more damage via splash damage than it does an actual contact damage. And then let's pick up all the bits and bobs. And I'm now overweight. Boo. Okay then, so there you go. Feral Ghoul, you can use weapons even though you have that massive minus 300% accuracy debuff. I hope this has been in some use. If any of you all out there have weapons, ranged weapons that you are using while still being a Feral Ghoul, leave a comment below. If you've liked the video, thumbs up, and if you want more from my channel and my videos, please subscribe. So in approximately, where we at, not sure what time we're going offline today, but I would say, what, about 4 o'clock UK time? We'll be going off around about 3-4 o'clock. So if that's, well, about 3 hours from now. So while you are unable to play Fallout 76 and your browsing videos, please browse and watch this one. Thank you very much. I have been Nomadic Moth, and if you have watched this video to the very end, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you on the other side of the update. Bye bye for now.